Hello friends, it's Dixie from Toddler Preschool 2 at Riverway. Today what I would like to talk about is water play. I'm sure your children already do water play at home, either at bath time or maybe during hand washing time, maybe when you would rather they didn't do water play. The kids really love playing in water. It's a fantastic sensory experience. They learn so much about the properties of water and how different containers hold different amounts of things. Simple math, measurement is math concepts. So you can do water play in the tub, of course, and I'm sure lots of your kids have just, bath toys, rubber duckies, or you can do it, in the kitchen while you're making dinner. Just get a tub. Maybe something like this. You don't have to fill it to the top, of course, just enough so that there's some in there for them to play. Throw in the bath toys and some other things that you can use. I'm not going to use that today, but I'm going to use this smaller container just to show you some ideas that you can do. Of course, floating and sinking is something you can do. The key is to really talk to your child about what they're doing. Ask a lot of what if questions. What will happen if? What do you think will happen? And even if your child's not verbal and can't answer, it's still a good idea to use those words to provide them for your child. And they understand a lot more than they can say. So get them thinking about what's happening. The duck floats, the turtle sinks. Give them that language. But you can also do things like give them some measuring cups. A set of measuring cups are great because you could do things like, here's a half cup and a quarter cup. How many scoops do you need of the quarter cup to fill up the half cup? Talk about that. Do you need more or less to fill up the third cup? Just play with that, experiment with that. Ask questions as you go. Talk about what you're seeing and what you're feeling. Is the water warm? Is the water cold? You can use measuring spoons as well. How many of the measuring spoons will it take to fill up this quarter cup? And help your child to count it out. 1, 2. Give them a chance to count with you. The more you count everything. Count all the time. Of course, if you don't have measuring spoon sets, you can just use any containers that you have around the house. It's just a little reusable Tupperware thing. That's fun for kids to play with. Of course, cups. I'm sure you all have plastic cups, sippy cups, old baby bottles. This was just a travel shampoo bottle, but this is good for fine motor and using the small muscles of your child's hands because they need to squeeze it to get the water in and out, and that's a fun activity. Something different and interesting for them to do. This just a simple spice jar. It had spices in it. I washed it out. We used up the spices, washed it out, and then the water comes out a little bit different from this than it would from a regular cup. Also, funnels are fun. Pouring things through funnels is an interesting activity for children to see how that happens. What happens when you pour it in the funnel as opposed to pouring it right out of the container. And they get to see that trail of water. You can also give them things like sponges or face cloths to see what happens. And then you can give them sort of challenges. Give them 2 containers. Can you get all of the water from this container into this container only using a sponge or only using the squeeze bottle or only using one of the measuring spoons? Encourage them to count. There'd be a lot of counting, but encourage them to count as they do. Encourage them to guess what's going to happen. Would it be quicker to fill this container using this or using this? Let them guess. Let them try it out. just keep them thinking and engaged and curious. Another activity, you could take some little toys, doesn't have to be sea animals. I have a little octopus and a little lobster. And give me anything though, Legos, pebbles, whatever you have. Can you scoop the octopus or the animals from this container into this using just a spoon, not using your hands, or using just some tongs or some tweezers if you have them? That's a fun challenge. Again, using those small muscles and really playing with the environment. And if you have, I just have this old medicine dropper. You can use this. This is a little more advanced. Again, like the squeeze bottle, shampoo bottle thing. It really uses some fine muscle skills. You can use that. That's a fun one to do. And then for one more challenge, you could take a little food color. This isn't what I would do in the bathtub because food color does stain skin. But if you're doing it in the kitchen with a towel on the floor, it might stain your tiles too. Maybe a plastic bag under that. You can put some food color in the bins. So I have one here that's blue and one that's yellow. And whatever container you feel like they can handle, if they can handle the eyedropper, that would be great. How many drops will it take to get the color to change? So you can scoop or dropper or use a spoon, whatever you choose to do. The sponge would work, and see how long it takes for the color to change from blue to green. And again, that's, you're learning about color mixing and properties of water. But most of all, water play, kids just find it really fun. They really enjoy it and they really get a lot out of it. And it keeps them busy for long stretches of time when you have things to do like make dinner or you just need a little quiet time to read. But anyway, I hope that you're all doing really well and enjoying your time with your children, and I can't wait to see all of you again really soon. Bye-bye.